Hi, I'm Hilton Samuel from GodWantsYouMarried.com, and we are continuing the series called 12 Christian Dating Myths that may be keeping you single. We have dealt with 6 of them so far, so if you have missed the past episodes, we invite you to go back and have a listen to them. If you want all 12 episodes, we'll be more than delighted to send them into your email inbox. So head on over to GodWantsYouMarried.com, select the button that says Get 12 Dating Myths, pop your name and email in, and we will send them via the interweb, via the internet, into your email box. Let's continue where we left off. Today we will be talking about this one. Men must take the initiative. Now, there is a lot of discussion around that, and there are many people who hold firmly that men are leaders, men are the go-getters, men are the hunters. God created the man as the head of the household, and hence he must demonstrate that in setting up a family, he must take the lead. There's that oft-quoted text called from Proverbs, that he who finds a good woman, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I'm not going to go into discussing that topic. I think that yes, that is important. He who finds a good thing. I'm not too sure that it means exactly what people are saying that it means. I think it's just simply a commentary on the fact that people who finds a good wife, they find a good thing. Similar to if I say, well, if you found a job, you found a good thing. You know, I'm not talking about the process of finding the job. I'm just talking about the fact that it was good for you to get a job. But that aside, let's talk about men should take the initiative. And there are many a woman, including a very good friend of mine, whose name I shall not mention, who said to me, look, if he can't sum up the courage or the confidence to come up and speak with me, he's not worth it. He's not worth it. So in this, just to re-emphasize the quote from my friend, that any guy worth having is confident and will know exactly how to pursue. There is this assumption that all guys, regardless to how shy, if they really want you, they will sum up the courage, get over their shyness, get over their fear of rejection, and take the risk of speaking with you. So this is what I call the low risk, high reward mentality. And again, I think it gives the people who are stuck in this paradigm a feeling of power. Not everyone, but it's just so nice to be able to sit there and determine who to accept and who to reject without putting your own integrity on the line. And there's no risk involved. Let him take all the risk, and you get to decide and choose who is the winner of your heart. Now, it is true, and I agree, that men must shoulder responsibility. Men must be leaders. Men should be the initiators. However, this is very interesting. Does that mean that you do nothing? Does that mean that you sit, nice pretty self, nice coy, shy Christian woman, sit in the corner and just simply wait? No. I think that women also have a responsibility. In fact, research has shown that in most situations, it is the woman who gives the first indication. Listen to this. It is the woman who gives the first indication that she is available and accessible. She does that through a variety of nonverbal means, smiling, batting the eyelids, in some way, shape or form, keeping eye contact, and just, those indicators show or indicate to the man that it's safe to approach. There's this interesting article I came across on the interweb. Let's see if we can find it. Bear with me. It's called 5 Tips to Meet More Men, especially written for shy, non-flirtatious girls. It's written by a lady called Kirstine Newton Song. I'll just read just a couple paragraphs for you. Women who long for a mature, stable Christian believer are often led to believe in church that those kinds of guys are fearless adventurers and spiritual leaders who will theretofore know exactly how to pursue you for dating. But, she says, and I like this but, is it possible that even mature, stable, great Christian men are not completely fearless when it comes to romance? Is it possible, she says, that they, like most other human beings on this earth, shy away from rejection? And she goes on to explain that through her journey, let me just read what she has. I began to realize that a little bit of encouragement can go a long way in increasing a guy's desire and confidence about pursuing me. Not encouragement in condescending mommy teacher kind of way. That's a caveat she includes. More so, encouragement that you are actually interested in them and that you are a safe and interesting person to approach. Safe and interesting person to approach. Now, what are some of the ways? And she says, you see, my passive, shy, patient demeanor was sending the message to potential suitors that I would be hard to talk to, that I wasn't interested, or there was a high potential of failure or for failure, all of which was far from the truth. Who wants to talk to someone who isn't interested? And then she goes on to give suggestions, of what you can do. Let men open doors, make eye contact, smile, start casual, light-hearted conversation. And I wholeheartedly agree. It doesn't have to be anything incredible. You can simply say, thank you, I appreciate you for being a gentleman when he opens the door. Or just comment on how happy you are to see the sunshine again and it's a nice day. Or how happy you are. It is the weekend. Or, are you headed home? Happy to be done for the day? Just simple, light-hearted conversation. I would say, and I agree with her totally, you would not know, you can't imagine how many people there are out there dying for an excuse, any excuse to speak to you. And if you just simply open up, don't wait for people to talk to you. Talk to them. And I have a saying, you might have heard it before. Don't start a relationship, just start a conversation. Don't start a relationship, start a conversation. How do you start a conversation? The ways to start a conversation, they are infinite. But smile and say, hi, how are you? Nobody's going to land you in jail for simply smiling and saying, how are you? How are things? And finally, build friendship with guys without an expectation of what would happen. Rather than overanalyze friendship and what signals he or you might be sending, just develop friendships with guys. I like this. Just be friends. Have as many guy friends as possible. The more guy friends you have, the more likely it is that one of them would approach you and tell you, I've been looking at you for a long time. I didn't know how to approach you, and I'd like to get to know more about you. I'm interested in your heart. Don't worry about whether or not you are attracted to them. And this is vital. I say that you must love men. Well, by that I mean not necessarily only in a romantic way to be future husbands and fathers, but as human beings, as fellow human beings. If he asks you to do something one-on-one, don't assume it's a date. Just go and have a good time. And I think this is very good advice, sound advice. If you want to find out more or know more, I think this site is called changeyourrelationshipstatus.wordpress.com. changeyourrelationshipstatus.wordpress.com. All right. Before I go, I want to talk to you about women who have taken the initiative and won big time. There is Ruth. We all know Ruth under the mentorship of Naomi. She went and she hopped into the bed. And, this is so bold. This is such a bold thing that many people won't even think about it in their wildest dream. She decided that, look, I want the relationship, both Naomi and herself. They strategized. They found probably the best angle, the best actions to get this relationship up and going. And I dare say that if Ruth didn't do what she did, chances are the marriage might never have happened. If Ruth didn't take responsibility for upping the relationship to the next level, chances are dear old Boaz probably would have not done what he did. And then there is Esther. Now, I must say that in Esther's case, she was already married. It wasn't an issue over how to get a prospective husband. However, it was the fact that she needed to influence this man. And although she was hesitant about it, she ultimately decided, sat down, strategized, prayed about it, got other people to pray about it, and she executed a series of strategies that was able to influence the most influential man in the kingdom and get him to make decisions that he probably would not have otherwise made if she didn't take her life. The high risk of ending her life and implementing those strategies. And here is what I want to say to you. I want to say to you, if you're a young lady, that you should take responsibility for your love life, for your dating life, for your future family. It may not necessarily mean that you go out there and directly approach men. I am not in any way, shape or form saying that. But it may mean that you could sit down with someone who can mentor you or some support behind you, and you strategize as how best to influence someone into your life. Don't leave it passively to men. They have their own issues and own agendas. And, if you just sit there and leave it to the man, it probably would not happen. It probably may not happen, and you would be stuck in the land of singledom. However, I am saying with prayer, with the Spirit guidance and leading, that you take responsibility. That responsibility may not be overtly, directly going up to a man, and I am not suggesting that. And in fact, I strongly suggest that you don't do any such thing, but you make it easy. Make it easy for them to approach you. Smile, initiate conversations, be friendly, and all of these will help men to know that you are easy to access. Talk soon as we go into the next issue, the next myth that may keep you in the land of singledom, because they are Christian, they are safe, and I'm looking forward to talking to you very soon. All right, take care, stay strong, stay blessed.